For many viewers, Jenna Hager has become a comforting and familiar presence who brings warmth, humor, and sincerity into their mornings. Her openness, natural personality, and heartfelt conversations have helped audiences feel connected to her in a very personal way. That is why recent concerns surrounding her health and unexpected absences quickly captured public attention. Fans noticed changes, wondered what was happening behind the scenes, and hoped she was doing well. What eventually emerged was not a story of scandal or drama, but the portrait of a woman quietly managing personal challenges while continuing to show up for her work, her family, and her audience with remarkable grace. Her experiences reminded many people that even public figures who appear cheerful and confident every day are still human beings navigating real emotional and physical struggles. Through honesty and vulnerability, Jenna once again showed why so many people admire not only her career, but also her resilience and deeply relatable spirit. A television career, built on warmth and authenticity. Over the years, Jenna Hager has built a career that feels grounded in honesty and emotional connection. While many first recognized her because of her family background, she quickly created her own identity through storytelling, television, writing, and advocacy. Audiences connected with her because she appeared approachable rather than distant or overly polished. Her conversations often feel natural and heartfelt, allowing viewers to feel as though they are listening to a trusted friend rather than simply watching a television personality. This sense of authenticity helped her become one of the most beloved figures in daytime television. She openly discusses parenting, relationships, personal growth, and emotional experiences in ways that resonate with people from all walks of life. Her ability to blend humor with sincerity has become one of her defining strengths. Whether interviewing guests or sharing personal stories, she creates an atmosphere of warmth that makes audiences feel comfortable. That emotional connection is exactly why recent concerns about her well-being affected so many loyal viewers across the country, why her absences sparked so much concern. When familiar television personalities suddenly disappear from their regular routines, audiences often notice immediately. In Jenna's case, viewers quickly began asking questions after noticing unexplained absences and substitute hosts appearing more frequently. Social media discussions grew rapidly as fans expressed concern and wondered whether something serious might be happening behind the scenes. The reaction highlighted how deeply connected many viewers feel to her after years of watching her every morning. People were not simply curious about scheduling changes, they were genuinely worried about someone they had welcomed into their homes for years. This emotional investment reflects the strong bond she has built with audiences over time. Even small changes in her presence created noticeable concern because viewers have come to rely on her familiar energy and warmth. The conversations online also showed how protective fans feel toward public figures who consistently share their authentic selves. Rather than gossiping, many people simply hoped she was healthy, safe, and taking care of herself during what appeared to be a challenging period. The on-air fall that captured national attention. One moment that intensified public concern involved a live television mishap during what was intended to be a playful segment. While participating in a humorous presentation, Jenna unexpectedly slipped and fell in front of the audience and viewers watching at home. The moment quickly spread online, with countless people reacting to the surprising incident. Some initially assumed it was part of the joke, while others immediately worried she might have been injured. Live television often creates unpredictable moments, and this particular situation became memorable because it felt startlingly real. Despite the embarrassment, Jenna later returned with her characteristic humor and reassured everyone that she was unharmed. She handled the situation with grace, turning an awkward moment into something audiences could laugh about alongside her. Yet the incident resonated more deeply because it occurred during a period when people were already concerned about her health. Viewers appreciated how calmly and honestly she addressed the fall, once again demonstrating her ability to remain warm and relatable even during uncomfortable situations. Quiet health challenges behind the scenes. Beyond the public fall, Jenna had already been navigating several personal health experiences that many viewers did not fully realize. She had previously discussed dealing with physical discomfort and recovering from injuries that required care and patience. Rather than hiding these struggles entirely, she gradually opened up about them in a thoughtful and honest way. Her willingness to discuss personal health matters helped many people feel less isolated in their own experiences. She approached these conversations with realism instead of fear, balancing seriousness with optimism and self-awareness. This openness became especially meaningful because many public figures often avoid discussing personal challenges publicly. Jenna chose a different path by allowing audiences to see the reality behind the polished television image. Through these conversations, she reminded viewers that health journeys are rarely perfect or predictable. Even individuals who appear energetic and composed every day may still be quietly managing stress, physical changes, or recovery behind the scenes. Her honesty created a sense of comfort and understanding for many people facing similar situations themselves, opening important conversations about women's health. One of the most impactful aspects of Jenna's recent journey has been her openness about women's health experiences that are often discussed too quietly. By speaking publicly about hormonal changes and midlife health transitions, she helped create conversations that many women previously felt uncomfortable having openly. Her willingness to discuss these personal experiences encouraged countless viewers to feel less alone and more understood. The response from audiences was overwhelmingly supportive because many people recognized themselves in her words. Women from different backgrounds shared their own stories and thanked her for discussing topics that are frequently ignored or misunderstood. Her approach was not dramatic or sensationalized. Instead, she spoke honestly and calmly about how these changes affected her life and well-being. That sincerity gave the conversation greater emotional impact. Public figures who use their platforms to normalize important health discussions can have a powerful influence, and Jenna's openness clearly resonated deeply with viewers. Her advocacy reminded audiences that vulnerability can create meaningful connection and help others feel supported through similar life experiences, moving forward with grace and positivity. Despite the concerns and emotional conversations surrounding her recent experiences, Jenna continues moving forward with optimism, humor, and strength. She remains active in her career while continuing to connect with audiences through meaningful conversations and relatable storytelling. Rather than allowing personal challenges to define her publicly, she has used those experiences to encourage honesty, self-care, and compassion. Her ability to remain warm and encouraging even during difficult seasons is one reason viewers continue admiring her so strongly. She has shown that vulnerability does not weaken a person's public image. In many cases, it deepens emotional connection and creates greater respect. Jenna's journey also serves as a reminder that healing is not always dramatic or immediate. Sometimes it involves simply continuing forward one day at a time with honesty and support from others. Looking ahead, audiences remain hopeful and excited to continue watching her grow both personally and professionally. Through every challenge, she has continued proving that authenticity, kindness, and resilience remain some of the most powerful qualities any public figure can possess. A story that resonates far beyond television. Ultimately, Jenna Bush Hager's story resonates because it reflects universal human experiences rather than celebrity drama. Health concerns, emotional struggles, vulnerability, embarrassment, recovery, and resilience are things many people understand personally. Her willingness to discuss those experiences openly allowed audiences to feel connected not only to her success, but also to her humanity. Viewers saw someone continuing to show up for work, family, and life while quietly navigating difficult moments behind the scenes. That honesty inspired compassion and admiration from people across different generations. Her story became a reminder that public figures are not immune to life's challenges, even when they appear cheerful and composed on television every day. More importantly, it highlighted the value of openness, emotional honesty, and seeking support during difficult times. Jenna's experiences encouraged people to care for themselves, speak openly about health, and approach others with greater empathy. In the end, her story is not simply about television or public attention. It is about resilience, connection, and the quiet strength found in simply continuing forward with grace.